Bueno, última sesión plenaria ya.
This is the last plenary session for this last last day on FICOT 2009, and we are going to be talking about Filmotech. Filmotech is a new way of enjoying the a la carte films, and we have here Juan Galiardo, who is going to be showing some animation short films called Customer Service that is being shown all over the country and all over the world, and that has already 20 awards. So we hope that this will go even beyond this. Please, a round of applause for Juan Luis Galiardo. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. Welcome. It hasn't been a very warm applause, but I accept it. It could have been a bit warmer. Okay, thank you. Oh. That's perfect. That's in a more reasonable line. They had written, my colleagues from GEDA, the association that I belong to since its beginning, since its foundation, and I am at the council trying to collaborate somehow, some lines, but I have tried to do a prologue to these lines. I am a bit tired, as many citizens, of people talking constantly about piracy. We are constantly talking about stealing from each other, stealing ideas, concepts. I think that this should be included in a more balanced process. I think that when the times are troubled, it's always businesses who benefit from it. And I think that's something that politicians are always using as a tool. And I think that until we don't find a backbone for this, and if we are in the hands of politicians, it is absolutely basic to have a society that is respectable and that is serious and solid, and it's not just in the hands of politicians. And that is why I think that when we talked about free contents, free audiovisual contents that are so hard to come by for creators, what we are creating is violence. We are creating a tumult, and this is due to a lack of regulation. I don't think that there are pirates. I think that all of us are prejudiced by this. We are all suffering from this. Users and creators and actors are victims of this lack of regulation, and we use all of this because politicians are studying what it is to be done. I think that something is being done. I've talked to some representatives of the Ministry of Industry, and they are in the way of fixing this and translating this concept of the fact that we are either all guilty or all innocent. We have to try and build a bridge over that lack of regulation that we find. We need to have a good balance between the enjoyment of the creative work and the creation of the work itself. That is why Filmotech.com is the platform for creators and from audiovisual creators, so that we can favorize the distribution of content in a legal and safe way. EGEDA is the entity that represents creators and is the best actor to implement this initiative. 270 producing companies have already been added to this project, and their contents are already included in the internet. And I have to say that my humble producing company, with the added value of all those 27 film creations that we have, are already included in here, and we can find all those contents in Filmotech.com. More than 300 audiovisual works have 1,300 audiovisual contents have been included. Animation, films, traditional films that are a channel for new talents. Filmotech.com was created in 2007, offering contents through download, and we can now enjoy a new modality for the viewing of movies thanks to streaming that allows for any user to see a movie wherever they want at the moment that they desire to, with a computer that they have at hand and with whatever browser. Filmotech.com is a multi-platform, multi-navigator or surfer without waits, without queues, and without having any virus dangers whatsoever. Filmotech.com was born with the vocation of diffusing audiovisual works from its own platform as well as through other existing platforms. What producers are promoting by this is that their works are present and accessible to the users as long as they are being distributed in a legal manner. That is why Filmotech.com wants to find agreements with other operators that will allow for the development of systems that are P2P or B2B. Filmotech.com is betting for the quality of audiovisual content. It is a dynamic system that will allow for users to enjoy content with the maximum quality and resolution possible that technology will allow at any given time. And nowadays we are enjoying content thanks to Flash in a great quality, but in not long from now, when the resolution is improved, we will be able to enjoy this content with a better resolution. Filmotech.com has been very careful when setting the surfability of the website. We can watch a movie, and the paying system is as simple as sending an SMS, as texting. Everything is possible with Filmotech.com. The price is just 1.74 euros per movie. So we cannot find excuses in order to buy this audiovisual content. Who can think that watching a movie is expensive with these prices? Filmotech.com is not just a portal for us to watch movies. It is much more than that. It is a movie portal where we can find the programs that are to be found in movie theaters, the closer movie theaters to our homes. We can get all the information. We can enjoy all the novelties. We can know anything about those which are being filmed, those which are being premiered, and those which have been awarded in the last film festivals. Information that is very exhaustive. Monographics on actors and directors, filmmakers. So anything that would allow us to be up to date in the movie world. Filmotech.com is a movie portal for those who want to receive advice regarding the consumption of these works. Filmotech.com will give you advice regarding the opinions of other users. We in Filmotech.com have contributed with our contents to promote the development of the information society by creating Filmotech.com. We have invested on a system that will find a compatibility between the needs of users and watching movies in the online, so that creators are justly compensated for the use and enjoyment of their works. Anyhow, I would like from here, as a person who is dedicated to the audiovisual world and who has been a university student and who is going to be 70 years old very soon and has worked 50 years in this industry, I have to say that there are many things to be fixed. There are too many subsidies, too much protection. There is a lack of analysis of the market, and we don't yet know who this product is targeting, and that will make our movie industry to sink, or we have to wake up. We need to know that the final user is the audience. Thank you very much. After this documentary that you will be enjoying, that we will be projecting right now, I will then step up again so that I can answer to whatever question that you want to ask me. So there are some technicians here with me, and we can even open some Q&A session if that is what you desire. Do you know Filmotech.com?
Filmotech.com.
Filmotech.com, a portal of distributors and producers, Spanish producers and distributors, a new way of enjoying cinema.
Una alternativa de calidad.
A quality alternative for downloading movies in the internet. Filmotech.com is a legal platform that is safe and reliable to watch movies online, a wide catalog that will allow us to enjoy in a simple way with the best price wherever we want and however we want to. Since its launching, the portal has evolved and adapted itself to the new trends of consumption in the network, and we have always been sensitive to the changes in the cinema world, and we have evolved in the design of our contents in order to achieve an easy navigation that has been thought for users. Since 2009, we have wagered on streaming, a reproduction in real time, which is a simple model, quick model, without downloading, without wait, without queuing. The catalog itself allows us to choose between a very large amount of movies, short movies, long movies, documentaries, animation, series,
Filmotech.com.
Filmotech.com. Compatible with any platform or browser. A safe connection from any place with any equipment. In Filmotech.com, it is you who chooses.
Con Filmotech.com se abre una nueva
With Filmotech.com, a new window opens so that we can watch movies and we can see the movies in a different way while obtaining benefits for the producers and the creators and for those who love the movies. The recuperation and the diffusion of the Spanish cinema was our responsibility and an obligation. In the internet, we find all the audience of the world. We have to be there. Congratulations, Filmotech.com. I am really glad that all these movies are available through the internet, because this way some of my movies, for instance my second movie, Mientras el tiempo aguante, a movie that no one ever saw, people will be able to see.
Tu cine a un clic. Filmotech.com.
Filmotech.com invites you during this FICOD 09 for you to enjoy a short movie of the Madrid School of Cinema that has been the most awarded during this year.
Señores clientes, el precio de los calcetines biodegradables aumentará en 5 segundos. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... Atención, señores clientes. El precio de la comida para perros Yumido aumentará en 5 segundos.
Me dicen que no está preparado esta sala para abrir
This room
un coloquio.
is not really prepared for a Q&A session, but if any of you has any sort of question or something that they would like to clarify, Ejeda, the entity of producers, is at your disposal. We would love to answer your questions. The phone number, or I don't know, I could give you the phone number. I know it by heart, 9152 51216. And I'm sorry, I lost the last part of the phone number. So thank you very much for coming. And if we at least helped with some sensibility to this world, well, then we shall welcome that sensibility. Thank you very much.
Un momentito, por favor.
Just one second, please, Mr. Galiardo. I think that we prepared some microphones. It is true that the plenary sessions were not prepared for microphones because these were just speeches, but since you asked for a Q&A session, I think that we have prepared that. Can you okay that? Yes, okay. Then we can have that Q&A session. So we have anyhow given you the phone number in case you want to contact Ejeda. So if there are questions, I'd love to answer those. There is one raised hand. Could you please hand this gentleman a microphone? How can you turn this microphone on? They told me it didn't work, but we prepared it. So that's what this is all about, preparing things. Hi, how are you? I don't really know how to begin. I will try to... I will not make any comments on the video that you played. I'm just going to go to the question they asked here on Twitter. They tweet, and I want to know it as well. What's could you give us some figures on Filmotech, how many movies you've sold, how many movies you have in your catalog, what the cost for the creation of the portal has been, etc.? Okay, as Rafael, one of the pioneers in the creation of this portal for Ejeda, comes up, I can tell you that... Can you answer to those questions, to all of those questions? Okay, go ahead. We'll try to do so. Good afternoon. The figures that we have regarding the portal are 1,200 digitalized copies. With the new version, we have been able to multiply by 2 the number of daily visits. That was one of the things that really worried us. The downloads are not downloadings, but the times movies have been seen because we cannot download. You cannot download. The number of times people have seen movies does not really make a business case, at least in the short term, but we do have great diversity. With the catalog, we have 1,200 works, movies, animation, short films, long films, and the agreements that we have with producers are incorporating their works to the portal, and we hope that we can create loyalty. We have 15,000 users registered in our portal, and all of them receive every week a newsletter with news regarding the editorial contents that we have. I'm sorry, can you hear me? I'm going to repeat my question. Could you give us some figures regarding sales, costs, and so on? I don't really have the figures regarding sales. I would love to give you that amount. Simply call us on Ejeda and I will talk to you when I have those figures, because I don't have those figures right now. I'm telling you that no portal has great amounts. We don't have great amounts either, and no Spanish portal has great amounts regarding viewing of movies. But we do have a growing catalog that includes new titles every day. And I think that one of the important things that could be added to this is regarding what Trueba said, and I can tell you something regarding that, which is the fact that many of my movies, for instance, Esperpentos, the last version that I have done regarding Martes de Carnaval, that has not been seen in the movie theaters, could be seen online. It is a window for movies that were not seen when premiered. It is not so much a business case as a demonstration of the fact that we want to fix things, that we want to do something about this. We are taking a step, and we want citizenship to take a step towards this meeting point. But this is not really a business case. It's simply a show of goodwill, of good faith. Well, at some point it will become business, but that is, of course, for our grandchildren to see. Usually my work is something that will benefit my grandchildren, not me. Once you've bought the movie, how much time do you have to watch the movie? I'm asking you to stop saying film. I'm asking you to say long movie or talking movie, because it is really a dramatic thing to create a product such as a movie. It is something very hard to come by. So please, could you please rephrase that question, but with love? I'm really sorry. I'm going to stand up. Once you buy the feature film, how long how much time are you given to view that movie? Can you stop the viewing? Can you fast forward, or well, that's one of the things that we really thought about when designing the new portal. And as I was saying, this is a streaming website, and we thought that the viewing should take place during 24 hours time. Of course, you can buy the movie, and until you don't start with the viewing, that period does not start. Once that 24-hour period begins, you can watch it from whatever computer you want and as many times as you want. So you have the possibility of entering, seeing it, start seeing it or watching it. And since it's multi-platform and it is completely compatible, you can start watching the movie at work, in your computer at work, in a normal computer, in a normal desktop computer. You can start watching it in a PC, then watch it in a Mac at home or at a laptop in a hotel. You can watch it with any kind of computer during a 24-hour term. Depending on the internet access that you have, you will have different speeds, 700 or 400 Ks per second. So the quality will be better or worse depending on the DSL that you have. And we are going to wait for a little bit more, and if there are no more questions, then we'll leave the room. Yes, here. Hi. Oh, there's two questions. In the video, you were mentioning that we could watch it with a PC browser. Could we watch it with other systems, other platforms, mobile devices? Well, what's most important in Filmotech.com is that the catalog is internal. It is something that belongs to EGEDA and allows us to be very dynamic. It changes every day. We include new contents and we offer different things. So the version has been recently presented. We have done an important transformation that has allowed us to go from downloading to streaming. We have gone from a portal that sold movies to a movie portal with added contents, and we are trying to adapt it for mobile devices and for any other kinds of devices. You can watch it from your browser, but you will not have a menu that will adjust to an iPhone, for instance, or other devices, but we're working on it. And since we're talking about content, the idea has come up here of Filmotech preparing some specific programs, special programs with many of the figures of the Spanish cinema that are unknown to the youngsters, and we will have Filmotech doing, for instance, a documentary on Concha Velasco or Alfredo Landa or even myself. Biographies, little bios that will be done before you're dead, and not like with José Luis López Vázquez, who is already dead. We need to create this bios which will be like obituaries that are done with love. Good afternoon. Congratulations for the project and for the FICAR award. I wanted to ask you what percentage of your catalog is Spanish cinema, and which one is made out of European cinema or American cinema, and if we can watch the movies in original version, in their original version. I have to say yes to everything, and I will give you the percentages now. The percentage of Spanish cinema, we have to say that this is a Spanish initiative, so they are the first to have included their contents to this catalog. So 74% of our content is Spanish, 25% is American, and we have 10% of our catalog made out of European movies, and some are even Japanese. As for, can we watch it in original version? Well, you have the option, if it's available in original version, of selecting the subtitles or of selecting the different languages into which it has been translated or dubbed. You can watch a Japanese movie with subtitles, for instance. Thank you.
Hay un ciudadano de segunda fila, pero de altísimo nivel, con un carisma.
There's a second round citizen with a very high quality that wants to take the floor. Can we pass him the microphone?
Vociféralo desde ahí. Ahí viene, ahí viene.
Bueno, antes de hacer la pregunta, agradecer a los organizadores.
Well, before making the question, thank you the organizers for having started with a great American actor, and that we finished with one of the excellent Spanish actors. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And then the technical question, how is this seen from the US, from Moscow, Tokyo, with real tests? Well, you see it just as you see it in Spain. If you have 1 mega ADSL, you can watch it perfectly in 700Ks. If you have less than 1 mega, you can watch it in lower qualities, in the lower quality, which is 400Ks. You watch it in the same way because it's a system that technically the details we can give them afterwards, but the streaming servers are worldwide, so you access from different parts of different nodes. You can watch it very well because one of my daughters that lives in San Francisco with her husband and my grandsons, they've told me, well, yes, we've watched you the other day, El Quijote, Granny, and you were even better than in real person. So at least in the US, they watch it perfectly. They've improved many of the negatives of the films that were given to Filmotech. They have been rebuilt, the tapes, and the quality is superb. Yes, I will profit to say that we heal quality. We heal the digitalization process, and if there's any problem, we try to correct it. We try to ask for another copy, because all the contents we have are in the highest quality possible at that moment.
¿Está encendido? Bueno,
First of all, I want to congratulate to Juan Galiardo. I saw Esperpanto in the cinema and I really liked it. I still haven't gotten paid my salary as a producer when they say that people rob. So please leave me your cell phone and I invite you to a beer whenever I get the money from you having watched that film. But sorry for that interruption. I saw it at the Luchana Theater. But anyways,
me metí en Filmotech.
I entered Filmotech about a month ago, and I was looking for films by Benicuto Perojo, and I didn't find anyone. They're all, Cerezo has them all. Well, it's a great friend of mine, but Cerezo has all the films. Our chairman has all the films. Which ones do you want? Because I'm a really fan of him, and I could talk to Enrique Cerezo, who really loves the Spanish movie, and we could pass these movies to you. He's from the Atlético de Madrid football team, but he's a very friend of mine. Which films do you want? I wanted to see especially the first ones of sound movies and the parts of the Second Republic. I haven't seen the Verbena de la Paloma. Well, please, you can go to the Spanish Filmotech, and through the website you have a mail of a customer service, and many people asking for titles. They make suggestions, and we try to find for those titles and digitalize them. I'm going to give you the telephone number because I'm more of an oral philosophy. Rafael Azcona, I woke him up every morning, tell him to reconfirm his love for me. I call him every day. Rafael, do you love me? Yes. Okay. By telephone. So Ejeda telephone number 91-512-1610. And for more information, in the welcome packs that you have received, you have a leaflet from Ejeda with a promotional code so that you can enjoy from these works. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. If you want more, call Ejeda, and we will have another meeting, but with some serrano ham and some Spanish red wine. See you soon.